Recently, I have been playing a lot of RPGs like Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning, Dragon's Dogma Dark Orison, the .hack series, Mega Man X Command Mission, and many more. And one day I thought, how about I go lower, a little lower, perfection. So I went back to 1998, and what did I find? My childhood game, Get Medieval. Did the game freeze? Oh, okay. You'd be surprised to find out that this game actually runs well on modern hardware today with very few issues, but the real question is, does it hold up? So what is this game about? Get Medieval is a dark fantasy RPG that doesn't take itself seriously, which is something I truly miss from today's games. You have 4 characters to choose from. One is an archer elf who looks like some deadbeat uncle from Legend of Zelda who went to get milk and never came back. And then we have what looks like Raven's grandmother from Teen Titans. And then we have... who's this?
Go in that cleavage. Here I am. I'm going to chop my lunch. That's my lunchbox.
Hey, get a load of that
Cut it
sword.
into look at that.
You know, if you were any stupider, you'd be dangerous.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then we have this beautiful lady who's swinging her sword at God knows who, probably fighting her demons.
Like to be a sandwich between that. Come on.
So together these warriors magically end up uniting out of nowhere to defeat a dragon. Together they march into the dungeon and the door closes.
Pump it up.
Okay,
I'm going to
quiet,
pump it
guys.
up.
Let's do some battle.
Maybe a little workout before I fight.
Dark.
Gameplay wise, I'd say Get Medieval is similar to other isometric / top-down RPGs like Diablo or Gauntlet, but this game feels much harder and way more fast-paced, at least for me. As one of the 4 warriors, you're thrown into these cryptic dungeons where the goal is, well, pretty obvious once you're inside. The controls aren't too bad either. By default you move with the default controls, attack with Q, and use special magic with Z. The graphics are okay for their time, but what really stands out is the action. It's fast, relentless, and there's always some loot or magic items to snatch. The money you collect is used to add extra lives to your character. You usually start with 1 or 2, and the more treasure you hoard, the better your chances, because trust me, later levels are insane. You'll also find power-ups for your weapon and shield that make you feel unstoppable, briefly, because there's a catch. This bad enemy is the worst in the game. You could collect one of the best power-ups and some hefty loot only for this bastard to swoop in and steal it all away. These bats can pop out of chests or just appear out of nowhere, and trying to catch them is basically pointless. Just accept the pain, man. Your power-ups are gone. I am convinced the bat exists purely to remind you not to feel good for too long. That said, I genuinely like the combat, the controls, and the overall structure of the game. Oh, and the music too. But Get Medieval isn't perfect. Later levels can get confusing since corridors often look identical. You'll end up wandering, hoping, God willing, you stumble upon the right path. Every corridor looks the same, which is great if you enjoy learning the dungeon by heart against your will. Some kind of hint system or subtle indicator would have helped a lot just to avoid endless backtracking. The game also throws a ton of chests at you, but opening them requires keys, bronze, silver, and gold. These same keys are used for special gates too. The problem is, even if you collect every key you find, you can still end up short by 2 or 3 keys for certain chests. Somehow, despite opening everything, I was still poor. Medieval realism, I guess. And since bats can come out of chests, it always feels awful to waste a key on what you think might be something valuable, only to unleash a flying thief that steals your stuff. I also don't like how you can destroy chests and even some power-ups if you accidentally shoot them, since the game constantly sends waves of enemies at you. This happens more often than it should. Get Medieval is a fun top-down RPG that anyone looking for an obscure gem will enjoy. This game still slaps. It's not nearly as dated as you'd expect, and it's genuinely fun. It doesn't have a deep RPG system or revolutionary mechanics, but it's really fun. Yes, it has frustrating moments and some serious difficulty spikes, especially later on when the game starts flooding you with enemies, but it's manageable. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. If you are curious, check it out.